Okay, so today is Saturday, April 5th, and today I learned that if you are trying to build a certain behavior, whether that's like a certain habit you want to incorporate in your life, a certain mindset, it's not just a one-time thing, right? It's not just like a one-time acknowledgement and then automatically you have that behavior built into you. Right? It is a consistent up and down, successes and failures, progress for that thing. So to give an example, these are a few examples that I experienced today in my life recently that led me to this truth, right? So first thing is that I've been trying to, for April, there have been 3 habits that I've been trying to build every single day, and to read my Bible every day, or rather study my Bible every day, not just read it, but study it. To read, so before I go to bed, just like read whatever book, whether that's for school or just like a nonfiction book that I want to read, something like that, and then do 100 push-ups every single day. So those are just like these 3 small habits that I'm trying to do every single day for April. And I got this habit tracking app, and I'm like, I've been pretty consistent, or I have been consistent with it so far. By the way, if you want to know the app that I'm using, it's called Atoms. It's by James Clear, who made Atomic Habits and stuff like that. But so far it's been really nice and helpful. Anyways, throughout those 3 habits that I've been trying to build, especially for the reading the Bible one, and also through some struggles that I've had with my softball recently, like, it's not just like a one-time acknowledgement. It's not just like, okay, I'm going to do this every single day for the rest of my life or something like that. Like, it doesn't work that way. It's a constant, every single day you have to be consistent, and you need those. There's a few things about habit building that have been really helpful for me recently to help me be consistent, but like, especially with reading my Bible, and just not even with that, but just like adopting and trying to take action on what it says, right? It's not just like a one time in the morning I'm like acknowledging like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Like, it's not just that. I'm constantly like, you have to constantly the word I want to use is ponder. You have to constantly like ponder and have that mindset, I guess, and constantly be striving for that throughout the day, and not just like in this one time moment. You can't just like say you're gonna do something in the morning, or say you're gonna do something and then just like hope that you get the opportunity. And you have to constantly be thinking about it, constantly meditating on it, right? Letting that overwhelm your mind and your thoughts. I'm talking from like a Christian perspective here. I'm not just trying to read something, say, okay, I'm going to take action on this today, and then forget it, right? I'm trying to constantly be thinking about, okay, how can I apply what I've learned throughout the day? Which is really hard, right? I'm not saying it's easy, but it's really hard. But I think a lot of times when I'm trying to build new habits or adopt a certain behavior, I just think it's like this one time like acknowledgement, this one time like setting my mind, okay, I'm going to do this thing. But it's not like, yes, that's part of it, but that's not it. That's not actually doing it. That's just giving yourself a promise that you probably won't be able to fulfill. It's not just a one-time thing. You have to constantly be striving for it. And a few things that have been helpful for me for building habits is that, first of all, you need to have like a why, right? You need to, the biggest thing that the Atoms app that I'm using is that it makes you set like an identity. Like, I'm trying to read every night so that I can just become a reader, right? Setting that identity and actually being more familiar with more books and just having more knowledge in that way, right? So that's the first thing. But I talk about that a lot, just having a why for things. But also one thing that I don't really talk about is that like, it's like setting reminders, these habits that you want to do once a day or whatever, just setting yourself a reminder and giving yourself that space, whether you forget about it till the end of the day or whether or not you get it done right in the morning. Like, just give yourself those reminders. That's one of the big things that a phone is really useful for, as a tool to just remind you of things and remind you of the habits you're trying to accomplish today, remind you of the tasks you're trying to do today. right? So that's honestly been the biggest thing for me, for building these habits, is that I have these reminders throughout the day that's reminding me, like, okay, have you completed this habit yet? Let's get to work on that, right? So yeah, that's what I learned today. When trying to build habits or adopt a certain kind of behavior, it's not just a one-time acknowledgement. It's not just like a one-time setting your mind, I'm gonna, like, not even like with habits, with just like I'm gonna get my life together, right? I'm gonna be like, oh, tomorrow's gonna be a great day, or tomorrow I'm gonna get my life together. It's not just that. You actually have to do it, right? You actually have to constantly be striving for that, for as long as whatever the thing you're trying to do is like trying to be in your life. That sentence didn't make sense, but whatever. Yeah, it's not just a one-time thing, it's a constant strive, which is very obvious, but I think for me personally, I can definitely forget that. And I think that this one-time acknowledgement or this one-time thing is changing my life, or is like changing a certain behavior or whatever. But in reality, it's not actually doing anything, right? It's just like giving you that motivation and that mindset, but you actually need to take action on that mindset. So always, most of my videos, they always go back to knowledge versus action, right? You need to actually take action on that knowledge. So that's what I learned today. Hopefully this video was helpful to at least one person. If it was helpful to you, then I would love a like or a comment. This is the video that I posted yesterday. You can subscribe in that corner. And if you subscribe, I will see you in tomorrow's video.